So I have to explain all these things. And the most important thing is that we are going to see today within this next 1 hour, that is nothing but the exploratory data analysis. Okay, just let me open the file. So the exploratory data analysis is one part of the data science. Okay, it is one part of the data science. Okay, so exploratory data analysis is what? Exploratory data analysis is an approach to analyze the data sets to summarize their main characteristics, often with the visual methods. Means most of the time when we want to perform the exploratory data analysis, we make use of the visualization. So we can use the pandas. With the help of pandas also we can visualize the data with the help of matplotlib, with the help of Seaborn, with the help of plotly. So multiple libraries are there. So today we are going to focus on the data visualization using pandas also, using matplotlib also, and using Seaborn also. Most of the part we will cover with the help of Seaborn. Okay, so in the data science it is often used as a starting point to gain the insights about the data set and understanding the features of the data set. So whenever we are dealing with the data science, most important thing is to understand the data, to analyze the data. So analysis can be performed in a programmatic way also, because you might have heard that SQL is also used for the data science. Excel, Microsoft Excel is one of the best tool for the data science. Okay, but it has some limitations, so that's why we are having some other options, right? So visualization is one of the super way, we can call it as the simplest way with the help of which we can perform the analysis of the data, and which we call as exploratory data analysis, right? So let me add some text here. So today, the exploratory data analysis that we are going to do is on the recent topic, and that is nothing but the IPL data analysis. Okay, and we are going to perform the exploratory data analysis on the IPL data set. Okay, so from where you will get the data set? A lot of the repositories are there, like Google has maintained their own data set repository. You can also go to the GitHub. You can also visit the Kaggle. Okay, so just I want to show you something here. Like suppose if I go to the Kaggle, okay, Kaggle datasets. So if we go to the Kaggle, so on the Kaggle we will get the various datasets. Okay, so if we search here, suppose IPL dataset. Okay, so here we will get the option IPL dataset. So on the Kaggle, you will get the dataset easily. So if you go to this IPL dataset, okay, here the download option is available. So in order to download this, you have to first log in. Okay, so if you click to the download, it will ask that you should be a user. So either you register. If you are already registered, then just perform the sign in. Then you can get the you can download the data set, whatever you want. Means if you want the data set of the COVID-19 for the analysis purpose, if you want the breast cancer data, if you want the Boston housing data, so all the data sets are available here. Okay, if you just visit the Kaggle site. Okay, this is the most important repository where you will get the data set also, and as well as you will get the all results also on that particular data set. Okay, and second option is what? If you go to the GitHub. Okay, so GitHub is one of the topmost recognized hosting site. Okay, web-based hosting site which is used by the organization and industry to host the data publicly or privately. Just here you can search the suppose IPL dataset, and From this also, if you click to any of the link, so here you will get the option of the data set. So here is the zip. Okay, so either you can download this zip or you can open the folder. Here you will get the files. Okay, again you can open the files. Okay, and you can download the files. For example, if I open the matches, so if I open the matches, then okay, so this is the CSV file of the matches. Okay, so this file also you can download, or just if you want to directly use, you can click to this raw. So this raw will give you the this CSV option, comma separated value, and just if you copy this link, you can directly get this link to the Jupyter notebook or any of the notebook available, and the data set will be available directly in your file. Fine. So I have downloaded this data set. Okay, IPL dataset. So the approach for Google Colab is different. So in Google Colab, we have to first use the Google.colab, and in order to use the files, we have to import the files. Okay, and from the file, we have to use a file.upload function. Okay, and I'm storing that uploaded file into the variable file. Okay, this is the first important thing when you want to upload any file on the Google Colab. Just use Google Colab import files. If you execute this one, it will ask you for choose the file which you want to upload. Okay, if I go to the archive which I have downloaded already. Okay, so this is the complete data set. Okay, this is the complete data set. Deliveries, matches, okay, most runs, average strike rate, team wise, home and away. So this is the complete IPL data set. So rather than choosing all the files, I will just select the matches. Okay, and I will click to the open. So it will take a time to upload this. So matches.csv is uploaded. So here you will get the percentage 100% done. So fine, your file is uploaded. Now, if you see this file is not the predefined later. This file is an identifier, it's a variable. So if you see this file is nothing but the information which is stored in the form of dictionary. Okay, so here you can see the file name, that is nothing but the matches.csv. The colon is there. Okay, and this is in the byte format. Okay, this is stored in the byte format. B stands for the byte format. Okay, so in order to make use of this byte format into the data frame, we will use the two different libraries. One is import.io, because we want to convert this byte data into the regular data of the data frame. So we will have the pandas for it. So from the pandas, suppose if I want to read a particular file, so I can make use of this pd.readcsv. Okay, in the pandas we will have the multiple options. So just let me show you one by one. So if I use here, let me execute this. Okay, so IO and pandas imported successfully. If I see here pd.read, okay, so in case of read, we are having the multiple options. So see here, you can read the clipboard, CSV, Excel file, feather, FWF. These are all supported files which we can read. See, SQL table, SQL query, SQL SAS, okay, pickle. These all are the different file formats, those we can read. But if you see here, our file is in the form of CSV. So what we need, we want to read the file in the form of CSV. So just I will use here CSV. Okay, and as I told you, the data which is loaded into the file identifier, that data is nothing but the byte data. So this IO library will be helpful to convert that byte data into the data frame format. Okay, so I will make use of IO. Okay, then bytes IO. So bytes IO will import the data. Okay, and we can again make use of here what file. Okay, which is the file is an identifier given above, and from that file, which file we are going to use? So matches.csv. Okay. So this is a predefined one. This is a predefined one. Okay. And the file is the name which we have given to the uploaded file. And the uploaded file is having the name matches.csv. The extension is important. Fine. So if we read this, so the data you will get here. So Excel file, a CSV file we are having the rows, 756 rows and 18 columns. So just I will go to the desktop. I am having the archive here. I will open this one. Here we are having the matches. So in the matches, we are having the Excel file, CSV file. So this CSV file is having the 8 columns. So these are the 18 columns like ID, season, city, date, team, team 1, toss winner, toss decision, result. Okay. DL, duckworth is applied or not, winner, win by run, win by wickets, player of the match, venue. Okay. Then umpire 1, umpire 2, and third umpire. Okay. 2 umpires on the pitch. And total, how many entries are there? So if you go below, so this is my CSV file. Okay. So here total 751 means how many the values are there? You can see here 756 actual values are there. Okay. So total entries are 756 means how many matches are played till now? 756 matches are played in the IPL. Okay. So if I go above, so this is my complete data frame. Okay. So just go the below. Here we will add something, and the same thing we will copy here. We will give the name to this one. So df is equal to this. So df means a data frame. You can use any name, any variable name, any identifier. Okay, you can make use of here. So I'm using here df. Okay. So for this data which is given here, I'm using the name df. Fine. So suppose if I want to check only first 5 entries from my data frame. So I can use here df.head. Okay. So by default, it will give you the first 5 entries. So you can see here. See, this is the output of df.head. Now df is what? The df means my data frame which I am extracting using pd.redcs. So this is the file that I am extracting. Okay. And here I am using df.head. So by default, it gives the 5 records, first 5 records. If I want first 2 records, I can put here value. So df.head 2, so it will give me the first 2 values only. So this is ID1, ID2, index 0 and 1 by default it is given. Okay. Suppose I want the last 2 values. So instead of head, we can make use of tail. By default, it gives the 5, but I want only last 2 values. You can see here. By default, int is a 5, so it gives the 5 value. I want only last 2 values, so I can make use of tail. So it will give you the last 2 values of season 2019. Okay. If you want to check the shape of your data frame, okay, means how many rows are there and how many columns are there. So you can make use of shape. Shape will give you the total rows and total columns. So we are having 756 rows and 18 columns. Now, if I want to know all the columns, what are the names of my columns, rather than going to this Excel or a CSV file and checking the names one by one, we are having a simple command. We can make use of df.columns. So it will list out the things. See here. So here we are getting the list. See, here we are getting the list. So this list gives you the information about the columns, and columns are nothing but the ID, season, city, date. These are the different columns you have. Okay. So for every aspect, we are having a simplest way. Okay. In order to satisfy the temporary requirement, the cell approach is used. That's why for the data science, the notebooks are very efficiently used. Otherwise, if you go for the PyCharm and other IDs like Sublime Text is there, Atom is there also you can perform the data science. But the output here that you will get for complete program, there you will not get the output in the chunks. The segmented output is not there in the PyCharm and other IDs available for the Python program. So if you want to do, or if you want to learn the data science, then just make use of some notebooks. Okay, a lot of notebooks are there. Like Deep Note is there. Kaggle is having its their own own notebook. Jupyter notebook is there. Colab is there. Okay, multiple options are available. Suppose I want to get the summarized report from my data frame. Okay, so we can make use of this info. This info will give you the summary of your data set. So right now I'm using matches.csv. So if I want to summarize, so I can make use of info. So in the info, you will understand properly here. Just let me reduce this. Okay. So if you use the info, so info will give you the information that you are using the class pandas.core.data_frame, means this df is a data frame. Okay, your index starts from 7, total index is 756, and actually the index starts from 0 and it reaches up to 755. Here total columns, 18 columns are there. Here you will get the total columns, the IDs of the columns. Non-null means here you will get the total values. Either there is something null or NaN is there, missing value is there. So obviously if you see total entries 256. If you see here city 256 and here 749, means total 7 entries are missing. Okay, if you go here winner, so how many winners are missing there? So there are 4 winners, those are missing. Again here player of the match, 4 player of the match are missing. It may happen that the matches may get suspended due to the rain, heavy rain. It may happen. That's why these values are missing. Okay, but if you want to check how many values are missing, info is giving the information. Here you will get the data type also. My ID is of type integer 64. Season is top object. So these are the object data types. Okay, when you are having heterogeneous data, means string is also considered the object. The combination of the string and number, string and float is also considered the object. Okay, so when you have the mixed data, then the data type is object. Okay, then IND64. So at the end also you will have the total summarized data type, that is integer. We are having 4 columns and object, total 14 columns are there, means whose type is object, and integer type 4 columns are there. Okay, but I want to know how many values are missing from which one. Okay, right? So we are having df dot is anything null. Okay, is anything null there? So is null will return the Boolean output. What it will do? It will return the Boolean output. So wherever the null value is present, there you will get true, otherwise you will get the false. So right now it is showing the false, but definitely there are some null values. If you see here umpire, most of the values are missing here. So we will perform the sum over the null, then we will get the actual count in which column how many values are missing. So see here, this is the output. So first we have performed the is null, it is giving the Boolean output true false, and we are performing the summation. So when we perform the summation, this is the just analysis that city consists of 7 null values, 7 missing values, winner 4 missing values, player of the match missing 4 values, umpire 1, 2, respectively 2 values are missing, and umpire 3, 6, 37 values are missing. Okay. Then describe, df.describe. Okay, describes is also used to perform the statistical summarized result. Okay, means it will give you the maximum, it will give you the minimum, it will give you the total count. Okay, and by default it will work on the numeric data. Okay, if you see the previous output of the info, here how many integer columns we are having? Only 4 columns are having. And by default, describe works on the integer columns. Okay, it will also work on the object, but some changes we have to make there. But if we want to perform directly summarization or statistic operations we want to perform on the data frame, then we can make use of describe directly. So here 4 columns will be chosen because these columns are having the integer data type. Okay. So here it is giving the ID, the work will applied or not, bin by runs, bin by wicket. So these are the columns which are having the data type integer. That's why it is giving the count, it is giving the mean, it is giving the standard deviation, mean, 25% of the minimum of your data, 25% of data, 50% of the data, 75% of the data, and maximum from your data. So ID, minimum ID, see here, minimum ID is 1 and maximum ID is 11415. Okay. Actually, in this case, there is no need to apply the describe because ID, DL applied, win by runs and win by wickets are not doing any kind of analysis or not giving some results. But you should understand that info is there, describe is also there. So we can make use of this when we want to perform when we want to calculate the mean, max, minimum. Okay, when we want to know the count, in that case, these factors are very, very important. Okay. Just move ahead with some actual questions that we are more interested in exploratory data analysis. So before going ahead, just let me show you something. So suppose this is my data frame df, okay, and which we know that suppose if I using here df.head, and in the df.head first 2 entries I am fetching, and this is the general way that where we get the all information about all data frames, all data frame consisting the columns. Every column will be there, but just I want some specific columns from my data frame, whole data frame. Okay, so what to do? Suppose if I want only ID, season and city, I want only ID, season and city, I don't want everything. Okay, so in order to select that, I'm going to explain one by one. Okay, suppose I want to select only ID, so I will use here df.id. So here we will get the all information about the ID. Okay, so total length is 756, ID is selected, and data type is int64. Data science is such a beautiful aspect where you will get each and every information about what you are selecting. Okay, so that's the best advantage of the data science. Okay, and pandas actually. Now, this is the one approach that we can select one column. But if you observe this, it is giving you the series. When we are not having the label to the column, means we are having the series, right? But if I want to select the ID with the name itself, so I can make use of their ID. Okay, in this way, ID. Okay. First approach is what? Directly I am applying here df.id, but I want to use another approach to select the ID column. So I can make use of df of ID. Again, if you use this df.id, so it will also give the series. It will also give the series. Now I don't want the series, I want the data frame. So what to do? Just copy this df.id, paste here, and what I told you, series is a 1-dimensional and data frame is a 2-dimensional. So when we want 2-dimensional, use extra square bracket. So rather than putting a 1 square bracket here, just use extra square bracket. Okay, so 2 square bracket will give you the data frame instead of series. So here you will get the data frame just if you put the 1 extra square bracket. This is the simplest way. Okay, then suppose if I want ID as well as season, because we are having the season column also. Here you can check this out. So we are having the season. Okay, and Python is a case sensitive. Okay, So most of the, as I told you, most of the mistakes we do in case of typo mistakes are there. So just use the proper words. So if I want ID as well as season, so I will put the comma, and here I will put the season. So rather than one column, we will get the output of two columns. See, ID and season. Now, suppose I want ID, season as well as player of match. Okay, so player of match, I will copy from this. Okay, and I will put here comma in single quote or double quote, anything you can use, and you can put here the player of the match. So this is your data frame. Okay, guys, this is your data frame. Now, suppose if we talk about the limitation, it is not always happening that you have the always advantages. Obviously, you will have certain limitations and some certain constraints over the data science using the pandas and numpy. So, suppose if I don't want certain columns, and that is technically it is termed as a feature engineering. So we have to select some features because all the columns will not result some analysis. So we have to skip some columns. So suppose assume that in this scenario, suppose I want to use this data frame. Okay. So right now this data frame is available in my notebook, but I want to make this as a file. Means I want to save this data frame as a file, either CSV file or as an Excel file. So how to do that? Okay. So I will write here that new data. Okay. New data is equal to this one, right? So this will be my new data, and I want to convert this new data into particular file. So I will use here to okay underscore which format you want. Either you want to convert this data frame into the Excel, you want to convert this to the CSV according to your requirement. So I want to convert this to the Excel. Okay. So new data dot to Excel. You will have the to CSV, to clipboard, to feeder, multiple options are there. So most of the time data science is performed on the CSV because the CSV has Excel. So advanced Excel is having the like 10 million records you can save. Okay, more than 10 million you can save. So CSV is the most preferable if we consider the large data. Excel, and I will supply the name, means my final data set. Okay, so final dot, you have to provide the extension here. So XLSX is the extension. Okay. So what I did here, I have selected only 3 columns from my whole data frame. I'm giving the name as a new data. I'm converting that new data to the Excel using to Excel, and I'm giving the name that's final.xlsx. Okay, so let's run this one. Okay, it's converted. Fine. Let me bring below here. Fine. And yes, I will add one more thing. So when you use this approach on the Jupyter notebook, where you are working, so this is the tree is there when you are using a Jupyter notebook. Right now it's not connected, so let it be. But when you are using a Jupyter notebook, so wherever you are creating a file on your directory on your machine, there this file gets stored directly. Okay, but Google Colab is obviously a different approach. So in order to download this file, we have to make use of files dot we are having download. Now this files is what we have imported at the first time. That is nothing but the if you remember from google.colab import files, the first line that we have seen at the start here. This one. Okay, so from files we are using here files dot download. Okay. So Google having some different approach. Otherwise, normal notebooks are there is no need to download directly. The file will download it where you are currently working in your current directory. This file will get stored, saved. Okay, fine. So download which file I want to download here. So I will put here final.xlsx. Okay. Now if I execute this one, so it will download the file final, which will have only the data that we require of 3 columns. Okay, so here is my Excel file. In the downloads, so open file Excel. Okay, so let me open something here, and I will go to this open. So see users, admin, then downloads, and we are having final here. Okay, so I will open the final. So here you can see the data frame which we have created according to our requirement. I don't want all the 18 columns. I just want 3 columns that I have selected. I have created the file and converted into the particular format. That is nothing but the Excel as per our requirement right now. So here we are having what? We are having the index. If you don't want the index, then while converting this, we are having the option in the 2 Excel itself. Okay. So in the 2 Excel, you can have the option here. See, index is equal to true. Just make it false. Okay. Let me show you. Control C. I will write here. Control V. I will again execute this one. Okay, so now what is happening here? We are getting the index. Okay, so if we go to this final, we are getting the index. I don't want this index. I only want ID, season, and year of player of the match. So I will again download this one because I made here index is equal to true. Oh, sorry, I have to make here index is equal to false. Once again. So let me close this one. Index is equal to false. We have to make it because by default it's a true. Now again I will do the download file. So because of this, what will happen? We will not get the index there. So I think I will go to this one. So open, so then see user, admin, download, fine. Okay, that file is not saved. And again I have to download final 2. So cannot find the final 2.xl. Okay, so I have to write down here final 2. Okay, index false. Yes, executed, fine. Now final 2, downloading. Okay, so I hope that file is downloaded there. I will go to this, open then, see users, admin, download. Okay, just wait, I have to check it. Okay, so if you make here index is equal to false, right now it's not downloading. I don't know what is happening right now. Final 2 download process started, but here we are not getting the downloaded file. Okay, fine. Just you make use of index is equal to false. The index will not appear there. Fine. Let's move ahead because a lot of things we have to cover now. So suppose if I want to fetch the data of season 2017, I want to fetch the data of season 2017 only. Okay, so what we will do here, simply I want to show the simplest way here rather than using this one. So what we want, fetch the data of season 2017. So first we will hit to the column season. Okay, so we are having the season column. So this season column will give you the entry of all the seasons. So these are the seasons we are having. Okay, now what I want to fetch the data of season 2017. So I will copy this 2017. Okay, equal to 2017. So if you use equal to operator, it will give you the Boolean output. So the output you will get in the true and false. Okay. Now what I want the data frame where this condition is true. I want the data frame where the condition is true, because the data frame supports the Boolean indexing. That's why this whole output in the form of Boolean true and false, we can pass as it is to the data frame as an index. If you put the bracket after the df, it means that you are supplying the index. And which index I am supplying? I'm supplying the index which satisfies this condition, right? So if you see the output, you will get the complete data where the season is 2017. See here. This is the data where only you will have the data of IPL 2017. Okay, if you want IPL of 2010, just change there IPL 2010. You will get the data of IPL 2010, all the data. Okay. Now, if you want to identify what is the count, what is the count of the data of IPL 2010, means how many matches are played in 2010. Okay, so just I will make use of the same thing. Okay, instead of there 17, I will write here suppose 2012, and I want to identify the count of the matches. Okay, so just use your shape. Shape will give what? Shape gives you rows and columns. Okay. So 74 means what? 74 means 74 matches are played in 2012. Suppose if I want to know the how many matches are played in 2018, so I will just replace there 2018. So the first value 60 means what? 60 matches are played in 2018. So what this statement indicates? This statement gives the season-wise information of how many matches are played. Okay. Suppose if you want to check using group by, okay, using group by if you want to check, so what we can do here? df dot group by. Df is our original data frame. On the season we will pass here, and from that season I will show you one by one, step by step. Okay. So just use here. Okay. So df dot group by. So when we do the group by, it returns the generic data frame group by object. Okay. And from that group by, if you see the groups will return the index, means IPL 8 is present at this index. So these are the indices for IPL 2008. Similarly, you will have the option for IPL 12, okay, IPL 13, IPL 14, IPL 18. So what it indicates? It gives the dictionary where the season is a key and list consists of the index. But from this, I only want the data of what? Particular group. So we can make use of here get underscore group. Okay. And which group I want? I want IPL, okay, 2019. So using group by, get the data of season 2019. So if you execute this one, you will get the data of IPL 2019, only 2019. Understood? So this is the simple way that if particular record we can fetch from our data set, okay, season wise, okay, venue wise, right? Suppose if I want the data, suppose I want to perform the group by season wise. So what we can do here, simply just add one more, okay, df dot group by, okay, I will put here venue. So we are having the venue, if you see here. So where is the venue? Yes. So suppose venue is this Rajiv Gandhi International Stadium, Kupal. Okay. So I want to fetch the record of this. So I will just put here venue, and from venue get underscore group. Which one? Rajiv Gandhi International Stadium, Kupal. So this is the data where you are performing the group by over the venue, okay, and where the data consists of the only venue is Rajiv Gandhi International Stadium. And if you want to check how many entries are there whose venue is Rajiv Gandhi, how many entries are there. Okay, just use your shape 0. What it gives? It gives the total number of matches played in the Rajiv Gandhi International Stadium. So 56 matches till now are played in the Rajiv Gandhi International Stadium. Okay, let's move ahead. Let's get some basic stats. Suppose I want to fetch the number of matches played so far. So what we can do here, over the DF, we can apply the shape. And as we know, the rows give the total number of matches played so far. So DF of 0. DF of 0 means what? Shape 0 means what? First value. Okay, देखो जैसे कि आपको यहाँ पे एक एग्जांपल बताता हूँ मैं, सिंपल. Suppose if I use here df dot shape, so it gives me what? It gives me the number of rows and columns. Now, if you observe this output, what it is giving? It is giving the round bracket. Now, round bracket means what? Round bracket means it's a tuple. Okay. So as I told you, tuple supports indexing. So here we are having two elements. So 756 will have the index what? 0, and 18 will have the index what? 1. So if I put the 1, I will get the 18. And if I want the first value, I will put the 0. So that's why Python is important in order to understand the data science. Okay. So we are getting the output in the form of tuple. So that's why if we put the df dot shape and 0, it will give the total number of rows, means total number of entries. And entries specifies the total number of matches. Okay. So in my whole data set, total 756 matches played till the season 19. Up to the season 19, 756 matches are played. Okay. So, and number of seasons. If I want to know the number of seasons, okay. So how to know the seasons? See, we are having here. Let me add some code. Okay. So suppose if I use here df dot season. So what it will give? It will give the all the seasons. Okay, total 755, 56 entries are there. But I want to know the unique seasons. Means this is the record of all the matches, but I don't want the record of all the matches. I want only the how many unique seasons are there. Okay, unique values I want. Fine. So just you can make use of here unique. And unique will give you the list of array. Okay, and it consists of the unique IPL seasons. Fine. If you want to know the total how many seasons are played till 2019, so you can make use of here season, okay, season, and we can make here instead of unique, use here n unique. N unique will give you the count how many total seasons are played till now. So from 2007 or 2008, yes, 2008 till now, 12 IPL seasons played. Now, right now, the season 13 is going on. Okay, 2020. Right? So here we can make use of df length. Here, length is giving the total values or elements of the container, and in this way also by using n unique. So 756 and 12 is the output for number of matches played and number of seasons in the IPL till now. Okay, because we are having the data up to 2019. Okay, I hope it's clear. Okay. Now let's move ahead. Very interesting part. Okay, the number of matches in each season. I want to identify number of matches in each season. Okay, so visually we are going to perform the exploratory data analysis. So for that purpose, we will require matplotlib also and cbun also. So I'm using here matplotlib.pyplot as a PLT for data visualization, and its extension is a cbun, okay, as SNS. So I'm giving the alias SNS for cbun and PLT for matplotlib. Fine. I will explain you one by one each and every detail, so it will be more easier to understand the further concepts. Okay. So let me explain this one by one. So what is our requirement? Number of matches each season. So definitely we have to first hit to the season. First we want the season, right? And number we want count. Number means we want count, right? Number means what? We want the count. So for that purpose, from Seaborn, we can make use of the count plot. Okay, we can make use of a count plot. Fine. So if I want to make use of a count plot, I will write here SNS, that is a Seaborn dot count plot. Okay, and in this count plot, you have to pass here X, Y, Q. These are the various options. Multiple options are there, but we will see some simple options. So X, what I want the season. Okay, number of matches each season. Okay, and what is my data? My data is equal to what? So my data is a TF, and just I want the count plot. So each season will give the count of how many matches are played in 2017, 16, 18, 19 according to the data we have. If we plot this one, so it will give the output in this way. So this is the output. Okay. So IPL 17, 18, 19. Now this is a somewhat messy. Okay. This is somewhat messy for the label at the x-axis. Okay. And on the x-axis we are having the season, and the y-axis we are having the count. Okay. Because this is a count plot, right? So in order to make these labels somewhat suitable one, we are having some other options, like we can enlarge the size of the figure. So in order to enlarge the size, we are having plt dot figure. Okay, so plt dot figure are having some other options. Okay, so in the plt dot figure, we are having like numbers, then fixed size. So we can make use of a fixed size. Okay, so fixed size, and for the fixed size we have to pass here tuple. Okay, so column versus rows values we have to do. How many blocks we have to increase, column wise and row wise. 12 comma 5. I want to enlarge my figure right now. So if you execute this one, so your figure is enlarged one, and now the labels are properly visible. Okay, the labels are not messy, right? So we have simplified the output. Now suppose if I want to make these labels vertical. Right now these are labels are the horizontal, right? So we can use here plt dot xticks. Okay, and xticks includes the another option that is nothing but the rotation. Okay, and in this rotation we can pass here what we want vertical. Okay, so v, directly v, suppose. So it is giving the definitely error, but we can learn from the error also, and here it is giving the value of rotation. V is expected, V is given, expected is what? Horizontal or vertical. So most of the time V is also accepted in many other cases, but let's give here vertical instead of V. So I will place here vertical. So rotation, so your labels will be given vertically. So IPL 17, 18, 19, okay, 9, 10. So according to the your data, so you will get the output here, right? Okay, so rather than if I skip this one, okay, so my figure will be abstract one, a little bit smaller. So now it will be properly visible to everyone. So what is our motto behind this? Number of matches each season. So if you see in 2013, actually in 2013, this is the 2013, most of the matches played. Okay, most of the matches played, right? So now I want to identify if my graph is giving that 13 is giving the most of the matches played. So I want to summarize something, I want to analyze something. So what we will do, we will select data frame, and from the data frame I will select the season. Okay, and from the season I will perform the value counts. Okay, value count is most used one of the function, supporting function for performing the data analysis, mostly used. Okay, value count. So if you use here value counts, okay, actually it's value counts, so you will understand here what I'm saying. So our graph tells us that 2013 is having mostly matches played as compared to the other. Then second number is 2012 and then 2011, and all other years seasons are having the average matches played. Okay, so you can understand here. So in 2013, 76 matches are played. and then in 2012 for 74, then 73, then 60, 60, 60, 60, 59. So these are the average. All are, but these three are the different. So what are those? 13, 12, and 11. So that's the visualization is here, and this is the analysis. Okay, and technically, if you want to check this out, so we can make use of this value count. So here you will get the order. Okay, proper order. Okay, means higher to lower one, because this value count itself includes the various options. One more thing I want to let you know, because all these things are very new to you, but if you want to understand thoroughly what it is exactly and what it tells, so just do one thing. Just put here, suppose if I write here df dot value underscore counts, okay, and if I put the question mark here, okay, so question mark will give you the help. So here you will get the help, df dot count and what it includes and what it is all about. So in the docstring you will get the some information of the value count. So returns a series containing the count of the unique row in the data frame. So this is the shortcut that if you want to know some information about which function you are using, so you can make use of this. Just put the question mark. In the Jupyter notebook, if you go to the particular function, suppose value count, if you put the shift enter here, then it will give. But Colab is having different approach. Just put the cursor there, move the cursor there, it will give the same output, whatever you are getting at the right side, right corner of the screen. Okay, fine. So documentation part is very stronger in case of Python and data science. You will also have the examples at the end, so it will be more easy to understand anything. So the number of matches played in each venue, number of matches played in the each venue. So again, we will make use of the count plot. Then I want to supply here venue instead of season. The data is a data frame itself df, and rotation I want to keep here vertical. So number of matches played in each venue. So I will make use of the count plot. So here you can see these are the different venues, and if you see the some venues like this is the one particular venue. Okay, some of the stadium where the most of the matches played. Okay, so if I go below and if I check the Eden Garden, so in the Eden Garden, the most of the matches are played. Okay, Eden Garden, and some list matches are played where. So you can see here this last one also there, and this I think oval one having the lesser matches played. So this is the one simple analysis of number of matches played in each venue. Okay, and from just observing this graph we can analyze something. So if we want to know some top 5 most venues, means where the most of the matches are played, top most venues where the most of the matches are played, then as I told you, we can make use of a value count. So let me explain this one by one. Okay, so df dot venue dot value count, what it will do, see here, v means what? I am performing the venue and value count. Value count will give what? The number of unique values. Okay, means venue wise it will count. Means for Rajiv Gandhi Stadium, what is the count? For oval, what is the count? What is the Eden Garden count? So along with that, we'll get the information of how many matches on which venue. So here you will get the complete summary. So on Eden Garden, maximum matches we are having here 77, then Wankhede 73, then Chinnaswamy 73. So likewise, in a descending order, we are having the output. So this is nothing but the value. Now the same thing we want to plot using the plotting. So we can make use of plot. Now this is the output we are getting. Okay, and this output we are going to use as a plotting, and horizontal plotting we want to do. So we can put here kind is equal to horizontal bar h. So bar h stands for horizontal bar plotting. Okay, so if I'm getting the output in the v in the form of this series, okay, and this series is having an index as well as this series is having the value. So this is the count. Okay, if I execute this one, so we'll get the simplest option and a simplistic graph where we will have the all the outputs. Okay, all the outputs, horizontal bar. But what is my expectation right now? I don't want everything. I want the most top venues, means top 5 venues where the most of the matches are played. So rather than using all the venues, I will just make use of 5 venues. So I will put here colon. This is nothing but the slicing in Python. So colon is what? Accepts everything. But what I want top 5. So I will stop at 5. Okay. So this is the stop and this is the start. When you are not giving a start, it means start from 0. You start from the Eden Garden and stop at 5. So total, take the first 5 entries. That's the meaning of this. Okay. So this is nothing but the slicing in Python. Okay. So that approach is used in the matplotlib. This is the simple matplotlib. I'm not using the Cbun. I'm just using the matplotlib plot option. And I'm supplying the kind plot. So here you can see the output, Eden Garden. Okay. Then we are having the Wankhede, Rajiv Gandhi. Okay. So let me minimize this one. Okay, fine. So in this way, we can see the venue is given here. So you can see here Eden Garden. Suppose if I want Eden Garden at the top, means right now our graph is like lower to higher display from top to bottom. So Rajiv Gandhi in top 5, Rajiv Gandhi is last one. Okay, then Firoz Shah Kotla, then Chinnaswamy. I want the reverse of it. I want the reverse of it. So separating the data and then reversing or built-in function used and then write the function. There is no need of anything of any kind of this. Just use your slicing again. Colon -1. -1 is used for reverse operation. Okay. So right now I am having the sequence like Eden Garden, then Wankhede, then Chinnaswamy, Firoz Shah Kotla, and Rajiv Gandhi Stadium. But I want to reverse this sequence. So I will put here a slicing. And in the slicing, I'm putting here -1. Negative indexing is supported. Okay. Wherever the indexing is there, either it's a tuple, it's a list, negative indexing supported. So if I reverse, so Eden Garden will come at the top. Okay. So this is the simplest way. See, Rajiv Gandhi is at the bottom and Eden Garden is at the top. Means I want the higher at the top, then lower, then lower, then lower. Okay. This is the simplest way. Okay. Okay. How this negative indexing works, let me explain with the example. Suppose if I am having the ls is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So this is my ls, right? And from this ls, suppose if I go here below, go it. Okay. So ls colon -1 will reverse the elements. So you will get the output in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And what we have specified? We have specified 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's why this approach I have used at this case. So this is all about the Python, guys. And these factors are associated with the our matplotlib. Again, this is the Python. Why? Because we are supplying the colors. This Y stands for yellow, R stands for red, M stands for magenta, G stands for green, and K stands for black. So this is the black, green, magenta. Then we are having here red and then yellow. Means I have given the colors differently. Otherwise, when we are using a matplotlib, only blue color you will have. Only blue color we will have. Right? Let's move ahead. So, which team won the most of the tosses? Which team wins the most of the tosses? If you go to our data, so here we are having the toss winner. Okay, so toss winner. So we will just perform the value count on the toss winner. So we will get the answer for which team won the most of the tosses. So df dot toss winner and then value count. So it will give me the most of the toss winners. See, this is the output. See, this is the toss winner. So Mumbai Knight Riders, then Chennai Super Kings. Okay. Now I want only first three. Only first three. So just use the slicing at 3. So first 3, 0, 1, 2. So first 3 means Mumbai Indians, Kolkata Knight Riders, and Chennai Super Kings. I don't want everything. Okay. So in this way, we can do the analysis. Okay. So suppose I want to perform the analysis. So if my Mumbai Indians is my favorite or Chennai Super Kings is my favorite, RCB is my favorite, according to that, we can put the constraint and we can get the data. Right. So these are the first top three toss winners from the IPL history. Next, what percentages of a match are won by the toss winners? What is the percentage? When suppose someone is winning the toss, so what is the percentage that they will win the match also? Till observing the all record of season 2008 to 2019 we are having. So how we can make use of it, or what the village toss winner with the match winner. So there is general assumption that the one who wins the toss will win the match. But as per the record we are having for the IPL, what is the percentage, right? So we will first check the logic of either winner is equal to toss winner. How many are there? Okay. How many are there? We'll save those in the P. Okay. So the winner and toss winner, we are having the two columns here, guys. So here, if you see the toss winner, and here we are having the winner. Yes. So this is the okay. So toss winner and winner, two columns we are having. So when toss winner is equal to winner, we will get the Boolean output, right? Toss winner is equal to winner. And we are getting the data frame. We are giving the name to the data frame as a P. So now P is the data frame in which toss winners are eventually winners. This is the data frame that we are getting, and we are giving the name P. So the P dot shape of 0 will give the one who is toss winner also and who is winner of the match also. Okay, divided by total matches played. Total matches played. Okay, into 100 will give you the percentage of those are having the toss, those are win the toss, and those are having the matches win. Means that they won the match also. So that is the percentage. 51.98% is there. Means if you toss and they won the match also. So it's a 50-50%. Right? Now, who won the final match? Just a few minutes more I will take. Okay. Yes, Mohsin sir, Shailesh sir, is it fine?
Yes, sir.
10
Yes. Yes, sir. No problem.
Yes, no issue.
Fine. Thank you. So who won the final match? So as we know, suppose if I want to check the tail one means what? Last entry. So obviously last entry means what? Final match entry. So from that final match, if I want to get the data frame of the last entry, so 2019, the city was Hyderabad, where the final match was played. If you remember, okay, the date is this one. Okay, then team is Mumbai Indian versus Chennai Super Kings, right? Then toss winner, Mumbai Indian won the toss. Okay, choose the bat first. The result is normal, means there is a no tie, no suspension. The result is normal. Okay, and no Duckworth-Lewis applied. Winner is Mumbai Indian, win by 1 run. Okay, and player of the match. Okay, Bumrah is player of the match. Venue is Rajiv Gandhi International Stadium. Okay, and umpire. This is the information. But I don't want the information. What is my requirement? Who won the final match? So what is our expectation? The winner. So from the whole data frame, whatever I am getting as output, I want only winner. So who is the winner of the last match from 2019? Mumbai Indians is the answer. Okay. Now who is the winner of season 2018? Okay, if you go to the Google, okay, so IPL 2019 winner. So Mumbai Indians is a winner of 2019, right? Okay, so now get back to our data analysis. Fine. Who is the winner of season 2018? Okay, this is the approach for a final winning match. Now I want to use the season, particular season I want to check. So winner of 2018. So I will use your DF of season is equal to 2018. Okay, and from that data frame, I want the last entry. See, one by one, I will tell you, explain you one by one. Okay, So df of season, and I want season which one equal to IPL 2018. So I will get the answer in the boolean. This boolean indexing I will pass in the data frame itself. Okay. So this is the record of all 2018 matches. But I don't want the 18 matches record. I just want the last record. Okay, start to end. But I want last record, so I will use here 10 and last record I want. So this is the last record. So this is the record of the final match from season 2018. Final match. But I'm expecting what? Winner. Okay, so I will put here winner. Okay, so the IPL 2018 winner. IPL 2018 winner is Chennai Super Kings. Okay, so here IPL 2018 winner is Chennai Super Kings. Okay, suppose if I want winner as well as we are having the won by now. Okay, so here I will separate the comma, and if you go to this one, so here you can see the win by runs now. So I can copy this by runs. So if I put the win by runs there, so you will get this one. Okay, Chennai Super Kings win by 0 runs, means they might be run by wickets. Okay, means second inning might be there. Okay. So I think wicket. Just check the data frame here. Win by wickets. Copy. I will go to this one. It's a win by wickets. Yes. So the spelling is important. See, so Chennai Super Kings is the winner of IPL 2018 season, win by 8 wickets. This is the simple analysis. Fine. Okay. And last but not the least, suppose I want the season winners. Okay, means season wise winners I want, means from first season to the last season I want the winners. Okay, so I will just make here drop duplicates, and there is option of the subset, means on which column you want to drop the duplicates. So from season, because in the season column we are having the duplicates, like season 17 having some 50 entries, then 60 entries for some other season. So season wise we are having different entries, so we will now drop the duplicates and we will keep the last. So as we are keeping the tail everywhere, so here is the option last we will use, keep last only, and ignore index true will make here. So because of that, the index of the original data frame will not arise there. So let me show here one by one. Okay, so I will use here season and winner. So season and winner column will be displayed. So season as well as the winner of each season will be given. So season IPL 17 winner is Mumbai Indians, 8 Rajasthan Royals, 9 Deccan Chargers, 2010 Chennai Super Kings. Likewise, we will have the all outputs of season and its winner. Okay. Now, if you see here, the index is like 58, 161, 116, 173, 233. I don't want this index. Okay, that's why you can write here ignore index. Okay, ignore index, make it true. So if you ignore index, so the by default index 0 to 11 you will get. This is the simplicity. Okay. So these are all the winners from IPL first season to the last season, means 2019 up to 2019. Okay, so this is the way that we can get the output. Fine. And suppose if I want the number of matches played by each team, number of matches played by each team, then we have to make the pandas option function that is melt, so it will perform the unpivoting. Why I am doing this? Because number of matches played by each team means what? If you observe the data set, we are having team 1 and team 2. So we want to merge these two, team 1 and team 2 data. Okay, in order to get the output. Means it may happen that Sunrisers is present here also and here also. So two teams we have to consider. That's why the option is meld is used, and here ID var. Okay, so unpivoting process is this. So in case of meld, what it does, unpivot the data frame from wide to long format. Okay, and in order to do that, we want ID vars. Okay, so identifiers is an identifier variable, and on which basis we are going to melt them. So we are going to supply t1 and t2 as a value pairs. Okay, we will perform the count plot here. X6 you know already, show you know already, figure size you know already. Just we are using the count plot on this template here. Okay, if you execute this one, so number of matches played by each team will get the output in a beautiful way. So these are the number of matches. Sunrisers, Mumbai Indians, Gujarat Lions are less than and are less. So these are the matches played. So if you see, Mumbai Indians played the most of the matches. See, this is the count. Okay. So Mumbai Indians, then Chennai Super Kings, then Kolkata Knight Riders. See, Bangalore, Royal Challengers Bangalore, Kolkata Knight Riders played the most of the matches. Fine. Number of wins per team. Number of wins per team. So again, instead of venue, instead of season, I will pass the winner. Same thing we are performing here. Okay, number of wins per team. So this is the scene that if you see this green bar, so Mumbai Indians won the most of the matches. Okay, number of wins per team. So in this way, we can do the analysis, guys. Okay. So a lot of options are there. Okay, just if I want to show you some plotly option. So venue, survey of matches played in each venue. So I can make use of this plotly.graph object. Same thing we are performing. We are selecting the venues, and from the venues we are counting the values. Okay, and we will make use of this Go figure. This beautiful figure will get generated where you will get the count also. See here, Eden Garden. So Eden Garden 77, 73 matches played. In the Chinnaswamy 73, in the Firoz Shah Kotla 67. So likewise, you will get the output. Again, I don't want the Eden Garden to be at the end. I want it to be at the top. Simply, what we have to do here? We have to reverse it. Simple. So I can put here. मतलब अभी जो ग्राफ में मुझे लग रहा है तो वो कैसा है Eden Garden जो end में आ रहा है. ठीक है, at the end it is. So I want at the top, means top to bottom I want. Eden Garden should be at the top. Simply what I told you, just reverse everything. So I will put here colon -1. Okay. So as we are reversing the index, we have to reverse the entries also. So if I execute them, so Eden Garden will be at, see, and if you see, the values will be also displayed. 77. So here, if I go to the suppose Chinnaswamy Stadium, so 7 matches are played.